And just for the record, I'm with the Calgary Climate Hub, but my words are my own today. So I'm a climate guy. I do climate.
Climate guy, I'm going to do one thing.
Sure.
Could you just state your name again?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Steve Bentley.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. And actually, thank you, Council, and for allowing me to speak here today. I'm a climate guy. I do climate. The reason I do climate is twofold. Reason number one, I've always felt when I came of age, the previous generations, unknowingly, as it comes to climate, handed off to me a big box of rotting things and sparking wires. And the expectation is I'm now knowingly supposed to pass off an even bigger box of rotting things and sparking wires to the next generation. And you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm a way better Uncle Steve than that. Way better, which means you're stuck with me here. Reason number two, I was born in this town and I love it. And I don't want to see it get left behind due to old prejudices or allegiances or a lack of imagination. I believe in my heart this city can not just prosper from, but lead on the transition instead of getting crushed by it. And recent polling shows a strong majority of Calgarians agree with me. That demographic grows with every disaster or every advance of things like renewables and just frankly new and better ways to do things, which means there's more me's every year. And that's a one-way trip. Nobody goes back to denialism. This doesn't happen. So I ask you, is this a lead on the transition budget? This budget is supposed to be our net zero launch. Between this council and the next, that's us either missing or meeting our 2030 net zero goals. Does this feel like a net zero launch budget to you? Because I'm not feeling it. I went to a Calgary Economic Development event just the other week. Probably a dozen times the phrase energy transition was mentioned from the stage, and positive terms. I felt like getting up on the table and shouting, "Welcome to the party." The message, Calgarians, businesses get it. Does this budget get it? I don't think so. All over the world right now, from America to Brazil to Australia, folks with strong climate plans are winning elections. Business as usual is losing. If you believe Calgary is for some reason immune to those changes, you don't know this city like I do. So you tell me, is this a change budget? Or is it just more of a status quo budget, prioritizing what? More cars, more roads, more sprawl? Making the city's already enormous lift even harder when you need to start making it easier. In fact, I think it's fair to say this council is starting to face, I'm sorry to say it gives me no pleasure, but something of a credibility problem. Declare a climate emergency, make net zero promises, pass a climate strategy, and then sprawl literally as fast as you can. In fact, you had to remove an overlay, whatever that is, to sprawl even faster. It's just bad economics. It's even worse climate policy. This is very much a status quo, non-climate emergency budget, and I'm here to say to you today on behalf of the little people in my life, the next generation, Calgary's business community, and a strong and growing majority of Calgarians that this budget just isn't good enough. I'm asking you to take it back. I'm asking for a budget worthy of the moment and worthy of this city, because this ain't it. All that said, there are some outright champions on this council, and I want you to know we see you, we appreciate you, and we'll always have your back. We just need more like you. Look, you have an awesome responsibility. It really comes down to you right now. Maybe in some ways you're dealing with your own box of rotting things and sparking wires. That's okay. That means that we're in this together. It's my obligation, the obligation of the people in this city, to help you get us where we need to be. But we need to get rid of bad ways of doing things, even if it upsets the most powerful people in our city. Take heart and have courage. That's the same struggle going on all over the world right now. I stand by ready to help, and I'm not alone. I urge you to adopt every one of the Calgary Climate Hub's recommendations, as well as Noel Keogh and Bob Morrison of Calgarians for Sensible Growth, and lend a keen ear to former City Councillor Bob Hawksworth and Natalie Robertson. These are just some of the people that are forging a path to where we need to be on climate in Calgary. And finally, I want to echo what Natalie just said up here. Sean Chu, shame on you. You disgrace this building, everybody in it, and our entire city every time you walk through the doors.
I understand the desire to do that, but we can't do that today. Thank you.
Somebody has to say it. Thank you.
It's been said in these chambers. Thank you.